All right. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. We've made it to see yet another day. Thank you. Thank you for joining us today and giving us a little bit of something that you can't get back. Your time. We appreciate every moment of it. Today, you are now spending time with the Unks in the building. UNCS Unks in the building. Resident Unk Byron here with the fantabulous Auntie Stacy.
Hello.
We will once again, I think, be doing Reddit stories.
Yes.
All right. Let's start the show.
Okay. All right. This is from the subreddit R Entitled People.
R Entitled People?
Reddit Entitled People.
R?
Mm-hmm.
R Entitled People what?
It's just called
I'm just messing
Entitled
with you.
People.
I got you. I understood the first time. I was just being silly. All right.
All right. So most of these stories have like a wedding or a fiance or something theme in there. Okay.
Okay. Wedding or fiance thing.
Wedding bells or something you can call it. Okay.
Okay.
My sister wants my husband to provide.
You just giving me the title now. So
No.
wedding. So this episode will be called Wedding Bells.
My sister wants my husband to provide free transportation for all her wedding guests. My sister is getting married soon. I was at her place helping with some wedding prep when she suddenly says, I want to announce free transportation for all my wedding guests. So, to make it classy. To make it look classy.
She's talking about the groomsmen, or she talking
all
about
the wedding
everybody?
guests.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to be sure I was clear on what she meant by wedding guest, like people attending, getting limo service.
I was like, okay, that's nice, but how are you pulling that off? She says, since your husband owns a transportation business and has a few cars, it'll be easy for him to handle. Cool. I said, all right, he'll be here soon to pick me up. When he comes, you guys can talk and maybe bargain the price. She cuts me off and goes, no, I don't want to pay. I mean, I want him to offer it for free to my guests. I just looked at her. Then she adds, you can talk to him. He'll accept. He listens to you. I then asked her, why do you want to promise free services to people when you're not the one providing them? She said, I have rich friends and I invited for the wedding, and you know what that means. I want to make it look classic, so you can talk to him about it. I told her straight out, I'm not going to convince my husband to pause his business, offer up his cars, fuel, drivers, and time, all for free, just so you can look good in front of your rich friends. She said I'm not being supportive of her. That's it.
And this is, what's the title of this again?
Entitled People.
Entitled People. I got stories about entitled people. Mm-hmm. I don't want to share that story.
Okay.
I don't like this baby at all.
Mm-mm.
I don't like this baby at all. I don't like you demanding a favor from me. Voluntelling, as they say, voluntold. You are voluntelling me to other people that I want to do something free for you. That is not only inconveniencing the husband, but also taking money out of his pockets because he has to, in fact, pay for these extra drivers and the gasoline and the cars. And also, while paying for that, stopping those same people from making money elsewhere.
Correct.
But you hurting him in multiple ways. And the only thing that you're giving in return is basically Thank you for making me not look poor to my rich friends.
That doesn't make you look poor, though.
No, that's her mentality. She's got to look classy to those people.
Well, she's gonna look. She's trying to look rich as well.
Yeah, that's.
I guarantee you, she does not look rich to her rich friends.
Yeah, her rich friends wouldn't know that she's not rich.
And second of all,
just by her conversation.
Yes, and second of all, that's logistically to provide rides for all of the guests. That I don't even know how that would work.
No,
like it's just an available thing.
It just have to be.
I guess it's like an available thing. Like if somebody took an Uber, you're like, don't have to worry about an Uber. They'll drive you home.
No, I mean it would work logistically if all of the guests are staying in the same hotel.
They're not. I doubt that.
So
it feels like she's just like wanting to provide a service. Like,
and that's a no.
You can take a. You can.
We're not driving.
You home if you're drunk. Type stuff.
We're not doing that. The only way it would even remotely make any level of sense is if everybody was staying at the same place. And I've seen people do that when they have weddings and everybody's staying at the same hotel. I think we even encountered that when we stayed.
The hotel will provide a shuttle a lot of the time.
Yeah, I'm just saying if that was the case.
That doesn't imply that you're rich. She wants it to be like, oh, my sister,
they'll
we have
come
this
pick
service.
you up
Yes.
at such and such time. You have a fleet of cars. Like, how many guests is it? Like, what are you going to do? I mean, I don't care how many fleets of cars you have. You have a large guest list. That's going to take a while.
Yes.
This man has 30 cars driving around. Even with that,
it didn't seem like that many, but the point of it is just
the audacity.
Yeah.
No, I get it. I'm just saying like that.
And
I'm trying to make it make sense in my head. It just doesn't.
She said, I'm not being supportive of her.
Yeah.
But she said, I'll talk to him and then you guys can work out a bargain of price because you're going to have to pay.
That stuff costs money.
Yeah. Like I have to shut down business for a day. Her sister.
Yeah, no. People be asking their relatives to do too much for free.
Right.
No.
The top comment was, I would tell Bridezilla that no is a complete sentence.
It is.
And if she can't, another person says, if she can't afford the image she's trying to sell, maybe it's not the image she should be selling.
That is correct.
Don't write a check your veil can't cash.
There's nothing wrong with being a genuine person.
Yeah.
I don't have it like that.
If your friends are trying to be friends with you because of your elite status or whatever it is,
it don't sound like they're your friends. It sound like...
Yeah, like you're trying to keep up with some people's
version
of you.
Don't like it.
I think that level of maturity is wild. Or immaturity, to be more accurate, is wild. When you're getting married... Well, for us, we didn't even have a wedding. Because that's not something I cared about, to be honest. I cared about I think we cared about more about the marriage.
Actual marriage itself and
than the wedding day. But to each their own. If people want to have a wedding, let's do it. But I have never been into the whole huge thing, the huge production of it. It feels like torture to me. It does. Like planning one day for a year.
Insane.
And then spending all that money on one day for a lot of the guests that mean absolutely nothing to you in the long run.
My problem with it is, what you said is true, but the ugly side of the other side. Like, to literally hear people inside of the way, even some of the stories that we read, like people showing up as guests trying to look better than the bride, the stuff people say and do. And I'm sitting here like, we're supposed to be surrounded by our loved ones,
celebrating love and
celebrating our relationship. And now what I'm hearing at other people's weddings is this person has spent $15,000 to get picked apart by a hater inside of
$15,000 is a little bit if you're lucky.
Like, because you're gonna spend $9 just for the venue.
More, if that, it's a
depending
lot
on
more.
Where you go,
a lot more than the places and the food. I mean, the cost. As soon as they hear that it's a wedding, the cost skyrockets. Triples. It's the exact same food you're gonna spend if you had a 50th wedding anniversary or a or a retirement party. It's the exact same food. The food doesn't taste, look, or feel any different, but they'll charge you
Right.
more because it's a wedding.
The same thing goes to makeup,
Florals,
and
flowers,
hair,
everything.
and flowers. And then you got people like that story we read where the girl was talking about, oh, they didn't have any vegan options and all that silly
Yes.
stuff. And it's like, now you're angry at my wedding and you cursing me out on my wedding
But why
day.
should I have a? If
'Cause
you,
I ain't
if there,
have-
it's a lot. Food is a lot, and if you are one person with a lot of, she had a lot of allergies and she could not eat
Yeah.
a lot of things. It's
Yeah.
not just simply vegan. And it was like, you expect us to do an entire menu change
we're not
or addition for
catering like
one
that.
person? That's a lot.
Catering costs a lot of money.
But what I would have done for that person, if I really cared for them and loved them, let's just
Order
say
them
we're close
takeout.
to them. Yes, I would have ordered them takeout that they could eat. But
Here's a
and I
voucher.
have people in my life who want huge weddings, and that's their thing, and they love it, and all for them. But I think a huge wedding should only happen if you can afford it. Like there was that show called Marriage or Mortgage,
Yeah.
and I just never could understand why these people would choose the wedding.
It makes for nice pictures.
But then they're going back to renting a 1-bedroom,
Ooh, the
tiny
struggle
little hole
bus.
in the wall,
You
and
can't pay for your house.
yeah, and it's like you could have had a house and
That's
lived your
gonna last
life.
for a long time.
You know, eventually maybe they'll get a house and stuff, but it was just like, why spend 40,000-50,000 plus dollars on it? That's just me. I would have rather the house and the go on vacation and, you know, fund your life later on. But, you know, that's just me. But
Yeah.
my point is, when you're getting married, what I started to say was that when you're getting married, the things that you should be focused on, even when you're building your list of people. Okay, so when you're getting married, it's two families joining together, right? So it's also a celebration of that, of the families joining. So there are going to be some guests that don't really matter to you, but to your parents. Like, we've got to invite such and such. He's been a family member for the... And then on your side, you're going to have a couple of those, right? So it's just
Right.
like, okay, fine. And then the bigger the wedding is, the more of that's going to happen. Like, your parents' work buddies and things
Not
like
to
this.
mention, we've been friends for 20 years,
And
so
I
I
can't-
gotta be in it.
Right. So it's like, but the things that you should be worried about, concerned about, is not really about, am I going to look rich in front of my rich friends? It really should be, how can we represent us and our love and our relationship so that we make this day ours
Right.
and so that we can enjoy the day together
Right.
and our guests can enjoy the witnessing of our us combining families and welcoming this new family that we're going to build and a new era that we're going to, like, that should be your focus.
Should be.
But when you're showing things like this, like, what kind of
What's the goal
human
here?
being are you?
What's the goal here?
And you're trying to enroll other people in your nonsense.
Which is crazy.
And then making us think about it when the person puts you in your place and says, ma'am,
This costs money.
get your life together.
This costs money.
Yeah.
Not a little
And then
bit.
you want to be like, you're not supporting me. Well, I was when I said, well, let's talk to him and see how much it would cost.
Well, and she offered a discount.
Yeah, like, you can bargain because you're my sister. And she's like, no, I want it all for free. Well,
No way.
then she said to her, why do you think you could offer something, a service that you're not even,
You don't
it's
own.
not yours.
Right. Right.
So, no, you're not in the wrong. She didn't ask, but she was just explaining it. And those kind of people baffle me.
You cannot have anything for free, ma'am.
You could if the person offers it.
Not, yeah, you can't volunteer somebody
I've
else's
all
service.
told people. Okay. Next story.
Sure.
All right. Am I the a-hole? Is the AITH?
AIT.
Am I the AITAH? What did I say?
AITH.
Whatever.
it's okay.
AITH. Am I the
We're all
a-hole
human.
for not wanting to remove my sister from the wedding party over a broken nose? I don't want to
So
remove
the
my sister
sister-
from the wedding party over a broken
The
nose.
sister has a broken nose. Like, hey, my
Yes.
nose is broken. I don't want to be a part of your wedding party.
That's not, no. I, 44 male, I'm getting married to Amber, 35, fake name, next weekend. On Friday, I got a call from my youngest sister, Luna, 34 female, also a fake name. Ask him if I could pick her up from the hospital as her husband was away at work. Her job can be really physical and she's extremely outdoorsy and active, so her calling to be picked up from the hospital isn't unusual. When I arrived to pick up Luna, she was a bit of a mess, covered in blood, and when she smiled, she was missing a tooth at the front.
Oh, Lord.
Turns out she'd come off her bike and smashed her face on the pavement. She'd knocked out a tooth, got a fracture to her wrist, grazes and cuts all over her, including her face, and had a broken nose with some awful-looking bruising around her eyes, which was now coming up. Luna's fine, just annoyed she can't ride her bike and needs to rest. She did ask me not to tell Amber, which I thought was weird. When I told Amber that Luna was hurt, she asked if any of Luna's injuries would affect the wedding.
Okay.
I said Luna had a fracture to her wrist, so she might have to carry her flowers differently and might have finding makeup applied uncomfortable as she had broken her nose. Mm-hmm. Amber told me that I needed to tell Luna she couldn't be a bridesmaid anymore.
Because her face is ruined.
I disagree that I don't want Luna to be the only sibling excluded, especially over a broken nose. Amber said that she didn't want any wedding pictures like Luna's. She wanted pictures she could be proud of. In Luna's wedding pictures, she's got a busted lip because she got punched at work a couple days before her wedding. And her husband had a cut on his forehead from headbutting a table during his bachelor party.
What is wrong with these people?
The weekend before the wedding. In those pictures, you don't see the injuries straight away. You see how happy they are. Amber then told me that she told Luna that if she had any injuries to her face in the run up to the wedding, then Amber was going to make Luna just a guest. Okay. I told her I wasn't going to tell Luna she couldn't be in the wedding party over a broken nose. Amber's gone to stay at her sister's as she's mad at me for choosing Luna over her and our wedding.
Oh my
Her sister has messaged me saying that Amber's considering canceling the wedding because I'm not on board with her vision of our wedding, and said that I'm being an a-hole for not prioritizing Amber and her feelings. She also said that Luna knew what the consequences of getting hurt so close to the wedding would be. Am I the a-hole for not wanting to remove my sister from the wedding party over a broken nose?
Yes. Yes.
What? We have different views.
Yeah.
We have vastly different views.
Yep.
Okay. Explain it to me. Maybe
First
I
of
can
all,
understand where you're coming
First
from.
of all, as a man, your job on your wedding day is to show up. Okay?
That's your sister though. Let's put it in.
Pause for just a second.
All right. Okay.
Your job is to show up. The bride gets the "Here Comes the Bride" song. You get to walk out of what they call it, the broom closet. And you stand up there and you wait until they ask you your vows. You say what you say, and then you're done for the day. You kiss the bride. You go away. You drive away, or you get into your limo, and then y'all go to the honeymoon.
You give a speech. The man gives the speech.
A speech.
Yeah, at the wedding, the man addresses the crowd.
Sometimes
you're supposed to.
Okay, but it is not the groom's day. It's the groom's day, but it ain't the groom's day. It's bridezilla. It's not groomzilla. It's bridezilla. Everybody knows the wedding is putting the bride on display. It is her moment. Your sister, who they've already had a conversation about this prior, do not mess up your face. She couldn't chill for a few weeks and not ride a bicycle. Now you have a missing tooth and a broken nose, and you're going to ruin this woman's once in a lifetime, hopefully, wedding photos. And you're saying, I'm not going to do it, but her face is broken and she's missing a tooth? No, ma'am. No way. Okay. So you have to understand why this woman might be livid at you, because she's thinking we're about to make this moment in history and our pictures are going to be everything that I can remember beautiful for this day. And I got your sister sitting here looking like she got hit in the face by Mike Tyson. You got to understand that. Listen, I'll let you be a hostess so you can still be a part of it, but you made these choices and she already had this discussion with you. Maybe it wouldn't be the case if it was an accident. This wasn't something you usually do. It was an accident. I ain't talking about that. I'm saying this wasn't something that you you would usually do. Like, hey, we didn't already have this conversation. Maybe you should chill out because the wedding is coming up and I don't want your face ruined. You did this on your wedding day. That's fine. This is my wedding day. I need us a certain type of way. I need you not to touch your face. You couldn't stay off a bike for a week.
We don't know why she rides the bike, but I think that this is a crazy request. That's a crazy request. Weddings are not about aesthetics in that respect. You want to build this perfect TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest picture.
Right.
These are real people. They're not objects in a fantasy world. These are real human beings.
I understand what you're saying.
Secondly, she can't control the fact that she got into a
she can control it. Don't ride the bike for a week.
She can't. Her job is physical. So if she got hurt at her job,
she got punched in the face at her job. What's she doing again? Help me understand. Because it says she's often in the hospital from doing wild stuff.
Job. She said her job is very physical. So there is an edit.
Okay, let me hear the edit. Because I'm. Go ahead.
This has gotten way more responses than I ever thought it would. I've been reading the comments and it's been mentioned a few times about Luna's injuries and been speculated about how she gets them. My brother-in-law is not hurting her, nor is she doing it for attention. She works in private security. She got punched before her wedding day, breaking up a fight. I was there.
Security, okay.
And my brother-in-law cut his forehead. I saw him headbutt the table and went with him to the hospital.
They sound wild though, but go ahead.
When she had her cycling accident, she was wearing her gear, had her helmet on, but hit a steep curb after swerving because someone opened their car door into the road without looking. Before this, her last hospital trip and an accident was just before Christmas when she broke her foot after dropping a kettlebell on it.
Oh my God.
Last year was that accident that could have made me realize about Amber. Last year, that accident should have made me realize about Amber, as she was upset that all the pictures that had Luna in them from our family Christmas pictures, Luna had a boot on her foot.
Mm-hmm.
According to Amber, it was distracting in her pictures, and there was a few comments on it on Amber's Instagram when she posted the pictures. I messaged Amber, and she's coming around this afternoon, and we're going to have a talk. You still keep your thing. You don't care. I think
it's her photos.
But there's AI and Photoshop. Fix the
her
face.
Whole face.
Fix the face. So if somebody just fix her face. She even say, listen, if this is what's going to happen, you're going to have to pay to enhance these photos.
You really think she's going to do that?
Yeah.
Stop it.
I think it's awful to take someone out unless the person says, listen, I need to bow because I don't feel up to it.
This is what should happen.
But if she doesn't want to, be like, ugh, okay, that's rough, but come on,
what should happen is the sister should say, listen, I know we had this conversation beforehand. This has happened. I honestly don't want my face showing up like this on your photos. If it were me.
So she's not going to be in no photos in this wedding. She is a sister.
Listen.
So whether or not she wearing the bridal dress, whether or not the bridal dress is on.
No.
Madam is going to be in a picture.
I want you to be real with me right now because you're not being real. You are not understanding. If you had somebody who ruined I know we didn't have one, but if we was having a wedding, we had an engagement party and all that stuff, and if every photo you got...
First of all, they're not going to be in every photo.
They're not going to be in every photo, but okay. So yes, she would have some nice photos of herself. Hopefully,
lots.
Just them. But if that's not, you can't take away what somebody wants for their wedding day. Making an accommodation.
There are certain things you can ask for, and then other things are ridiculous, like this. I think this is ridiculous.
Okay, so we're gonna flashback to another episode of Unks in the Building.
Let's go.
The lady who says, I want to wear white and look better than the bride.
Ridiculous. She cannot do that. Get thrown out of the wedding. Absolutely. You have ill intent.
What I'm saying is, now we made this whole day. You need to go ahead and just, don't make a big fuss about it.
That person came with ill intent. This person got injured out of their own, like it was a
I understand
thing that happened.
it's an accident. But my question is, what is going on with you while you're always broken up?
She's wild and reckless. Her job is wild and reckless. She's a junkie. What do you call those? Adrenaline junkie.
And then dropping kettlebells, like sound like a klutz. Like, what is happening while you're always injured to the point where somebody has to have a conversation with you about not ruining your face? That's crazy to me.
Okay, but I don't think you can control a person's face.
You can't.
There's a story that I read.
For your wedding.
Byron, that's a family member. If the person was disabled and someone said the same thing, that would be a ridiculous, egregious thing to do.
Disabled is uncontrollable.
Same thing that just happened to this girl. It's uncontrollable.
Chill out before this wedding.
She works.
She didn't get punched in the face this time.
But let's just say that happened.
Okay, well then maybe that's different if it happened at work situation. But let me tell you how I would move.
Someone opened their car door and she swerved and slammed herself.
Should have been riding no bike.
No, that's wild.
I need you to chill out. You know what's coming. You know what's coming. You got to chill out this time. You got to play it real safe because you know that if you know this is a thing for you. Because it sounds like, by the fact that the brothers mentioned it, like, oh, it's normal for her to be calling me from the hospital. That's a wild statement.
And he said all the reasons why. And the huge reason why is because she's in this thing that she's in.
I understand.
Second of all, her saying you wanted to cancel the wedding because you're not agreeing
is crazy.
With the vision of my wedding lets me know the quality of that person.
You're dealing with a bridezilla.
And that's why we can't get married.
That's wild. That's wild. It's wild.
Listen,
I've been around enough brides to know that these women sometimes are being emotional and making decisions off of their emotions, and it's not the time to argue with them on their emotions for this day.
This is the man's sister.
She can be a part of the wedding. She cannot be in the pictures.
Okay. So what? What's the problem?
She can't be in none of the pictures. The problem is,
why can't she? First of all, she couldn't be in the pictures and you AI Photoshop them.
You asking for a lot.
Second of all, it ain't even that much no more. You can get it on Fiverr. First of all, second of all, some pictures she will not be in. And it is what it is. Most of the pictures she will not be in because it's the wedding between the bride and the groom. Sister being a part of the bridal family, who cares?
Okay.
Who cares? It's for you to want to her vision of the wedding. First of all, who's getting married? It's two people. Second of all, you wanting to cancel the wedding?
Cancel is wild.
Lets me know the quality of the human. These are not objects.
You can't do that. You can't say quality of the human. People lose their minds on weddings.
It doesn't.
You just talked about the pressure and everything that people go crazy over their wedding day.
That's why it's a ridiculous thing. Most people who are reasonable don't get bridezilla.
She shouldn't have gone
good kind of reasonable people don't end up being a bridezilla.
No, that's fair.
So where she's gonna end up, that bridezilla behavior, she has some other unattractive qualities.
Possibly. This
being my vision of my wedding. If you don't coincide with my vision and throw your sister, listen, this is not a friend. This is a sister. Mm-hmm. You are going to now. This is the ramifications of that later on in their life. It's going to be problematic because this sister is going to be like, okay, so now you're going to sacrifice for one day. You're going to sacrifice the relationship.
You calling it one day like it's just any other day.
For one day,
I'm surprised. I don't even care about weddings like that. I'm surprised that I'm having to have this conversation from the other side.
Let's put ourselves in this. Wait a minute. Let's put ourselves in this. And we say, you know what, Byron? We're going to do this. Mm-hmm. And we're going to have a wedding. I'm going to have both of our sisters in it. Mm-hmm. And then something happens to
It's hard. First, I'll give an answer.
And I'm gonna tell you, your sister can't be in the wedding because I don't like what happened to her.
You're not saying that. You're not saying that.
I don't like how she looks from what happened to her.
No, the thing is, this is the part where me and you differ. We had this conversation before to say, look, you need to chill out.
Yeah, but that's an egregious conversation to have in the first place. You're not understanding.
Because this person is reckless.
Yes, I know you're a wild horse, and please try not to, but you can't control that. Don't ask her to be in the wedding to begin with if you know she's a reckless wild horse.
Now you're saying, if you're saying don't ask her to be, who says she asked? He might have asked her to be in the wedding.
No. If he asked her to be in the wedding, she has to be on her side. You can't make somebody be my bridesmaid.
Okay. So that's the problem with all of this.
That's what should have happened. You know what should have happened? Oh, you don't want her in the wedding on your side? She's going to be on my side.
Bruh.
Nobody is throwing my sibling, and I'm not about to throw your sibling. That's about to be my sister too. Before I'm married to your sister, to you, I'm thinking of this as my future sister-in-law. Mm-hmm. So I need to watch how I treat these people, and these people need to watch how they treat me because it's us together for life.
I would have... putting ourselves in that same shoe. First of all, as a man, I'm like, whatever. I don't care who's on either side.
But like, think about how that's going to hurt your sister.
No. I'm talking about, I don't care who the bridesmaids are. That's my first comment. Pick who you want to pick. That's the first thing. My sister in it. My sister not in it. My sister in it. Okay, whatever. Hey, I'm going to have a conversation. Look, Stacey wanted these people. These are the people she wanted as a bridesmaid. She didn't want you to be part of that. I'm not going to argue with that. If she want to be part of it, we'll figure out some other type of role for you. I'm going to have that conversation, squash it. So it's not even going to be a big deal from that capacity. If it's hey, I want to make sure somebody from your family is in it. Hey, listen, I know the nature of your job. You're constantly in the hospital for whatever reason. At least a week out, I need you to chill. Because there's no reason she should have that conversation with you, and then we're coming up against this and something else is happening. Now, me, if I'm the brother-in-law who gets this conversation, say one of your siblings is getting married and they say, Byron, I know you live a wild life. I need you to calm down just for a little bit. Something happens where I break my nose, God forbid, or something like that. The first thing I'm going to say is, hey, bro, my face ain't right, bro. I don't even want to be standing up there like that. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to bow out myself and say, listen, I'd love to be a part of your wedding. I know you want to be a part, but wedding pictures, because you're capturing this one moment in your entire life, you're not going to spend this kind of money to do it again, and you want it to be right. I fully understand that. I'm going to bow out. And if you do want to be a part of it, I'll be a part of it, but I will not be in your pictures because, one, I don't want to be captured this way looking crazy. And secondly, I understand what this means to you. That's a
moment in time where that person, you don't want to be captured this way, but you participated in it. You matter. You're in the family. Whatever state that you're in, you're thinking about, I don't want to ruin your pictures.
For some people,
sucks.
Matters.
That's poor.
If they tell me to come on, then I'll come on. But I'm telling you, as a person who I am, and I understand how other people think, I'm going to bow out. I'm going to be like, listen, man, this ain't. And if you're like, oh, man, I don't really care about your broken nose like that. All right, I care about how I look, but.
You telling someone I'm going to bow out of your wedding could be seen as very hurtful.
Okay. Well, because that's why I said.
You to be in the wedding.
Well, I'm gonna take that burden off of them at a minimum to say, listen, I understand if you don't want me to do this anymore because of what's happened to my face.
Right.
That's, if you don't want me to be on, look, I get it. I give people, and I've had these conversations about various other things. I always give people an out when it's something I'm like, I know this is probably going to inconvenience you a little bit, so I'm gonna give you an out. And this is your opportunity to say, I don't want to go forward with this. And I say, listen, I understand. You might not want to go forward with this, so I'm going to give you a chance to go ahead and ease out, and we can both just go our separate ways. I've done that multiple times in multiple different scenarios. That's how I move. So I would do the same thing if it was somebody else's wedding and my face got destroyed, busted lip, whatever else she had going on.
She had a lot going on.
And then I'm sitting here looking like a monster on your wedding day. And no amount of contouring is going to fix your face if it's swollen and puffy and black-eyed and broken and cracked up and a missing tooth. It's just a lot. So I'm going to say this. If you are... I understand the family dynamic. I say, hey, look, if this is like we real close, it's the only family member I got. If I don't have them in my wedding, it's going to be a problem because my mom and dad are gone. Something like that. Y'all super close-knit, super tight. Okay, I get being like, listen, no, my sister's going to be in this.
It said that she would be the only sibling not in the wedding party. Every other sibling's in there.
That make it a little tougher. Mm-hmm. If she would be the only one on the outside looking in. Mm-hmm.
And that's a different experience because you're all going there in the car together. Yeah, you're waking up early to take the pictures. Listen.
It would be, but yeah. So I mean, that make it a little different to be like, okay, now she's standing there looking crazy, but the other side of me, like, bruh, I think I'm hedging everything I'm saying off of the strength of this happens, and it almost feels like the tone of it, like this is a running joke.
Yeah, the thing is, it's clear that this person is a wild card.
Like
the man smashing his head into a table or whatever he smashed it in lets them know that they're wild. People. Yes, but my thing is, don't have her in the wedding party if you were like, listen.
But then that would have been would have been a problem.
I would have the conversation with her. I'm like, girl, you know I'm vain, and you are too wild.
That would have been that would have been worse for me. For me, that would have been worse to be told beforehand if my face is perfectly fine. I'm going to be the only one who's not in it just because I'm wild. Than to be told, hey, your face is busting up. You're probably
right. That's right. You're right. But every time I see you, I'll be like, and this is why. But you're right. But my thing is,
pissed.
I wouldn't tell her though.
If every other sibling gets in and not me,
we'd have to rearrange the way we do it. Be like, sir, this is not gonna work. The thing is, you have to think preemptively before these things happen. Like, listen, your sister is a wild card. I love her. I wish I could have her in the wedding.
But all your other brothers and sisters are in the wedding.
That's why I was saying I would have to rearrange it.
Man, look.
Maybe not put every single person in there.
Yeah.
Something else, because doing it this way is really bad to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was it was a comment on that or no?
She was the bridezilla. They went with what I said.
That's fair.
So let me see. Hang on, let me find it.
This place never agrees with me. There was only one time. There was only one time ready to agree with me.
But considering canceling the wedding because your vision of how we treat your family does not align with mine. Right. Okay, I'm considering canceling the wedding because your vision of how we treat family does not align with mine. That's what she should say to her.
Canceling the wedding made this statement egregious. Had she not done that part, she would have gotten 100% approval from me. Now she gets like 85-ish. But the canceling wedding, maybe they have to shoot that down to 55 because canceling the wedding is wild.
Watch this. Listen to this. I didn't even read this. Somebody said, notice she asked if her injuries would affect the wedding before asking about her future sister-in-law's well-being. Red flag.
Foul. That is foul.
Someone says, and a good photographer will fix any blemishes you want in editing.
Broken nose, bruh. Come on. No.
You can fix that in editing.
All right. Go ahead. You're going to pay out the butt for it. But.
And someone says, no matter how good the photographer is, they can't fix the spouse. They can give the spouse a dumpy or a bulge for days, but they can't turn a red flag green. Thank you for... Yes, they can. That's the easiest thing to fix. You can fix that on an app on your phone.
I know that. I'm just saying, like, the stuff she got going on is wild.
Any hoosers. It could be fixed.
It can be fixed. It's just another inconvenience. So yeah, your face is an inconvenience. I gotta look at you.
You know, listen to what you're saying.
Your face is an inconvenience right now.
The worst thing I've ever heard. That is awful.
Your whole face.
All right.
I hope you're doing well now. I hope you healed up and you can
She's
stop
perfectly fine and happy and enjoying her life.
Dropping kettlebells on your feet and...
Are you judging the way someone's living their life? That's how she lives her life.
Judging. I'm just saying, just be safe in these streets.
Okay, next story and last story. Am I the a-hole? This is from Best of Redditor Updates.
Okay.
So it has updates.
We love those.
Am I the a-hole for refusing to give up my dream wedding dress, though it means my fiance's family will not attend?
Refusing to give up your
dream wedding dress, though it means my fiance's family will not attend. All right, ready?
I already don't like this, but go ahead.
I'm in a lot of turmoil right now, and it feels like everything is falling apart. I have never had a great relationship with my future mother-in-law. It isn't terrible, but I can sense she doesn't like me. My fiance is very close to his family, so there has been some tension. I didn't invite mother-in-law wedding dress shopping because our relationship is awkward, but I thought I'd show her a picture to make her feel included. My dress is a beautiful, flowy, beachy dress, but not technically a wedding dress and could be ordered in any color. I bought it from a small local boutique that we both love. Mother-in-law said I can't wear that dress because she bought the same one for her 50th birthday, which is 2 weeks after my wedding. Mother-in-law does have the dress, though it's in mint green color. There's enough detailing that is still clearly the same dress, and she has the receipt to prove she got it first. Lavish birthday parties are a thing in our circle, so I know she has invested serious time and money in this party. I said I'm still going to wear the dress, despite the fact I could easily return it with no loss, because I didn't do this out of malice and I love it. Mother-in-law said if she wears it 2 weeks after I do, everyone is going to think she is pathetic and copying her son's wife. I said, sorry, not really my problem. Everyone has gone crazy since I said that. His entire side of the family and the friends, mother-in-laws, invited have all backed out of the wedding.
Wow.
So like 15 people, and it would be noticeable. His sisters were supposed to be in the wedding party on his side, but dropped out and have blocked him on everything.
Wow.
His stepdad won't talk to him and said he regrets raising him, and he isn't a real man because a real man would stand up for his mom. His bio dad is even on his mother-in-law's side, which doesn't surprise me because they are good friends. But he calls us up to shame us on the other night. My fiance is hurting and found out his family has a big beach day and invited everyone but him. He called mother-in-law and they talked about it, but didn't come to a resolution. She said if I refuse to do the right thing, the only answer is no one going to her party can go to the wedding. He tried calling sister-in-law and found out she blocked him. He's mad at me now and feels like she had it first. Edit. For some info, mother-in-law has never acted like this before, truly ever. She's extremely laid back, doesn't show emotion, not really attention seeking, which is why my fiance is so confused. At this point, I think the relationship with his sisters and stepdad is beyond repair for now, and I'm scared to have them at the wedding. To all the people saying I should wear it to her birthday, LMAO, but I'm banned and her ex has already promised to act as a bouncer. Not that I'd ever crash it. Final edit. My dress is going back and I apologize to her because I can't understand it, but something deeply hurt her. Mother-in-law and my fiance are talking for the first time in over a month. She seems exhausted and sad, but maybe there is hope. I really don't think sister...
I should have waited on that part because it's telling me the resolution.
Oh, sorry. Well, let me just finish that little part. She seems exhausted and sad, but maybe there is hope. I really don't think stepfather-in-law or in-laws or siblings-in-law will get over it, but we will see. There is an update, though. That's not the update. That was just edits.
Got you. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Because the issue with this, and granted, we're talking about your day, bruh, finding what are the odds?
Right.
You went and bought the exact same dress that somebody else has bought, and it's your dream dress, and you're like, yo, I can't have anything other than this dress. It's just insane to me. But
how is that insane to you?
I'm just saying the odds.
Okay,
gotcha.
Odds
is crazy. I don't mean to say it's insane. I mean, like the odds are crazy. But what I will say is, if we're talking about the long run, this is decimating his family. It should not do that, but the fact that they feel so strongly about this to the point of not speaking to him is wild. And I personally feel like it sucks. I would be torn. I honestly cannot give you advice. The one side of me is like, this is your wedding and you should be able to do what you want to do on your wedding. The other side of me is, if it's going to cause this much trouble with this man's family and this is your husband, you should care about how it's impacting your husband, who you two are going to be one. This is destroying the other side of his life. And if he doesn't repair that, you might be dealing with a new person after your wedding day. Mm-hmm. And that part is the scary part of it. Is like, when stuff like that happens in a person's family and it like to the point where his parents and stuff aren't speaking to him, that man could become angry, bitter, and resentful. And this is who you're marrying and who you're going to be married to, dealing with that, and that person not really being the same again if they don't ever fix that relationship. And that's the part that's kind of like, dang, man, yes, it's your wedding and this other side is messed up. Should you have to compromise on your wedding day? I mean, just like I was speaking before, no. However, we talking about not speaking. We're not talking about a downgrading of your role in the wedding. We're talking about they are on some, this is not understandable. They're not seeking to be understanding. They are done, and it's destroying, it's wrecking your husband. So it feels a little heavier to me because of the fact of the implications of just being like, I'm gonna just wear this dress, when you know, okay, I can swap it out. It's an easy fix, and I can get something, or keep the dress and get something else added on to it. You know, people get like extra embroidery, and or they'll do
I know what you mean.
Extra beading on top of something, like augment it so it's just different and it doesn't look like the exact same thing, and still have it be your dream dress, but have something added to it to where like this is making it more of a wedding dress than just a gown that anybody can order off Temu. And I'm just playing, she didn't get it from Temu, I just said that.
Go ahead.
But go ahead. I know you're waiting to reply. So
there's a few things I have to say.
I said both sides, and I was torn. I'm not
arguing with you.
Go ahead.
I just have a few things to say. Number one, when she showed the dress to the mother-in-law, and the way she handled that was poor, because she said, "Not my problem."
Very poor.
Very poor.
Now you causing problems in this man's family.
Didn't need to do, because you already had an awkward relationship with the woman.
Didn't like you.
She didn't like you. You could tell she didn't like you, and she was like, "Oh, you can't wear that dress." That's, first of all, mother-in-law, please. It's your 50th. You can get another dress. This is the girl's wedding.
Very true.
She said what she said. There could have been a different kind of conversation where she's like, "Oh my gosh, I love this dress so much. Is there any way that we could work with this? Like, what can we do?" And be like, "Oh, well, I'll think about it." And then you leave, and then you talk to your husband about what happened. But saying, "Sorry, I'm going to wear the dress," and then the mother-in-law's, "Well, everybody's going to think that I followed you because my stuff is 2 weeks later. Sorry, not my problem." Worst way humanly possible that you could have handled that situation.
100% agree.
But you didn't realize that the mom would go nuclear on you.
She did.
Okay? You didn't realize that she was like, "Oh, not my problem. Watch it be your problem."
It's your problem now.
Because that entire family, they're close-knit. What that was is a narcissistic mother who is the queen bee, and everything she says goes.
Matriarch.
Everything she says goes. So, and then they're going to and then she's a punisher too. She's like,
She's gonna
oh,
make
you
that
told me
husband
not my
suffer.
problem. I'm going to make it your problem. And I'm going to make your son question whether or not he should
You're
want to
the
be
right
with you
one.
because he wants to be in this family. Because if not,
Choose
you're going to be
between
on the outside.
family, your mother, or this person.
So that whole situation lets you know, do you really want to be a part of that family? Because that's going to be your whole life. She's going to cause problems for you forever. And it doesn't matter that you return the dress, that you apologize. Women like that are going to make you pay for the rest of your life, whether you realize it or not. In small ways, in big ways. Your name is going to be dragged through the mud. You're not even going to know the things you need to defend yourself for, because women like that, hell to pay. You wronged her, it's over. And now the families, how are they all losing it? That's called flying monkeys. They're all going to run into her because they don't want to be in her path of destruction. So you don't want us to go to that wedding? We're not going. We didn't want to go anyway. Don't like her anyway. They're going to do what they need to do to stay in the mom's good books.
Good grace.
So she needs to realize this is not healthy. This family dynamic is not healthy.
Yeah.
Because people coming out, you have to realize what this is about.
I agree with
this
you.
is about a dress. And the person in the wrong is the mother-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
Because her party is just a party.
It is. It's a 50th, but it is. And it's not
just
the
a party.
same.
Not everybody celebrates their 50th like a wedding.
Right. And it's not on the same level as the
importance of a wedding.
The importance of a wedding. Here's what I'm saying. Well, the only thing that has me torn, because you say it like, this might not be the family you want. There's logic to everything. Right, I've had this conversation with you before. There's logic to everything, and there is a logic of love. It might not be so easy for her to be like, "Oh well, I'ma just if I can't wear this dress, throw the whole marriage away."
She's not gonna think of it that quickly, but I'm telling her as a person.
Said,
I know. I'm saying that's something she should consider, but she's not. I'm not saying she can do it that quickly.
It might not be able to break up. But
you have to realize. Like you said, he's hurt. You're saying how he was hurt and he was so upset. And now he said he's upset with me because you should have just changed the dress. There was a line in there where he said he was upset with her.
Yeah. So.
Because you caused this. And he's not even seeing
her attitude caused it, though. More so than
not wanting to change the dress in his mind is what caused it.
Right.
But the thing is, first of all, both of y'all could wear the stupid dress. Mint green is a completely different look in the white dress. Okay? Second of all, he's not seeing where his mom is wrong in this.
No, he's not.
Because the mom didn't just say, well, I'm not going to go. She said, none of y'all are going. The sisters and brothers and whoever else cut him off and blocked him?
Weak.
Guys.
Weak sauce.
Guys.
Don't like it.
That's because the mom is a narcissist and everybody is just, okay, you mess with mom. Because she said she's never acted like this.
But the crazier thing,
that's the scarier way.
Yeah, no.
Because she doesn't act a fool and while out. It's quiet. That woman is nuts.
The crazier thing is the control she has over her ex-husband.
Correct.
The biological father calling and being like, "Yo, you a weak man for not, bro. Get out of here."
That's what I'm trying to say. She's not a person who is involved with narcissists enough to know the ramifications of what the rest of your life will be. Unless the husband is willing to be like, this is so messed up, I'm cutting them all off and we're starting our own thing and I'm going to have to be okay with being the black sheep. Unless he's on that, and don't seem like he is. You're going to become one of those kids that need to listen to the mom. So your answer is like, not my problem. The way you handle things, you're going to have a hell of a time, baby girl. Mm-hmm. It's going to be rough for you until she's going to beat you into submission. Not literally.
You only got one or two choices. It's either I keep my wedding dress because I want to.
She returned it.
And I'm just saying. Yeah. I know that's what I was saying. Stop.
Sorry. Yeah.
I'm saying that you only at that point in time you only had one or two choices. Either keep my wedding dress and say, look, forget that family, or then run the risk of having a husband who is now ruined because he, depending on his relationship with them, what healthy or unhealthy, like this dude could be messed up because he ain't got no family no more, or the other alternative is you return the dress, you play nice, get married, move on, and hope that woman ain't no problems in the future. Like,
well, she returned the dress and nothing has changed. The mom said she'll come, but everybody else,
the damage is kind of done because of how she handled it from the beginning. Like, if the damage wasn't done from her just being like, I'm gonna do what I want to do, so whatever. Like, not my problem. That whole statement, that kind of damaged it. So I don't know what she gonna do at this point. Oh, I'm like, I ain't got too much advice. You done said what you done said, and then caused that ripple to happen, and now you trying to dial it back. So now you look real weak, and that mom's gonna keep doing that stuff. Potentially.
She is. Okay,
update.
So I posted here a few months ago about my mother-in-law wanting to wear the same dress.
Saying mother-in-law, so she must have went through it.
To her 50th that I brought from my wedding. She did have the dress first and receipts to prove it.
Right.
I got a lot of mixed feedback and ultimately decided to return the dress. It clearly triggered something massive for her. We got married a month ago, and mother-in-law did agree to come after originally refusing. Stepfather-in-law, the man who raised my husband, would not be swayed, and sister-in-laws have him blocked on everything and did not want to hear it. I kind of wondered if she was going to pull something crazy, which isn't really her style, but this whole thing has been crazy.
Left field.
She was very quiet and just hung out with her ex. Mother-in-law and my husband have talked a little, and she just isn't in the mind frame for a relationship right now. She's extremely hurt, and I don't get it, but she obviously needs her space. She barely spoke during the wedding. I actually reached out to stepfather-in-law, which probably wasn't my place, but he said we didn't see her sobbing in his arms. We can't get what we did to her.
Oh my God.
I know I got a lot of pushback on my decision to return the dress, and people saying it's just a birthday, but it really isn't. Yeah, she might get one every year, but a massive party for her 51st just seems a little odd.
51st? I thought it was the 50th.
If she pushes off the...
Oh, got you. Go,
I remember my mom's 50th and how much she put into that. It was like a wedding.
Yeah.
Mother-in-law invited us to her party after uninviting us, and her ex pledging to play security. Ultimately, we decided not to go because of how angry stepfather-in-law and both siblings-in-laws and her stepfather-in-law admitted he was uncomfortable at the thought of seeing us. It was too much for my husband and to see his whole family there. She had her party over the weekend, and yes, I social media snooped a bit. It looked great. She looked really happy. I'm at peace that I didn't get my dream dress. As for my husband, he's going to therapy to heal from the grief. He has realized he needs to respect his sisters and that they're serious. The younger one broke down sobbing and said I did the right thing, but he didn't do anything, and she can't forgive him for just letting their mom get hurt.
Wow,
what is happening?
This family is...
I still don't really get it, but it's okay. Mother-in-law doesn't express feelings, so for some reason this was her hill to die on. She doesn't seem too interested in a relationship, so they'll have the occasional text, I guess, and everything's over. I'm happy she had a good party, and I'm looking forward to my husband healing and the rest of our lives.
Bruh, what are the words I want to say right now? Because it's like, this is why I was like, I'm torn. I don't know how to advise this young lady at all.
Mm-hmm. She's already married. What can you say?
I can't say nothing now at all, because I'm like, they sound like some real head cases. The whole family sounds like your whole entire family is the breakdown and cry talking about you made the right decision and he didn't do anything. Mm-hmm. Like, yo, however this picture's being painted on the other side is wild. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I don't like this at all. And she might have been dodging a bullet if you know, but not marrying him. But like I said, that's easier said than done. You're right before your wedding. Everybody can't just call it off unless they've been playing through stuff in their head for the longest. But it's feel like some mother hen type situation where she just kind of controls her kid. Don't want nobody. Probably didn't want him getting married at all anyway.
But it also feels like they know they have to stick, even though she went. They're not going to go at the chance that she gets mad at them that they went. So they're like, we're going to stick to our guns and we're going to be super mad at you. And we need to stay over here. with her being that, to never have her question our alignment with her, because the sisters and them still choosing not to talk to him, even though she went to the wedding. You just don't know. You didn't see her sobbing in it's a dress.
Sobbing in my arms is wild, bro. Over a dress is crazy. There's gotta be there's something missing from
she
this
said
story.
Unless the now wife said something worse than not my problem.
Because it was written from her perspective, so something else
she could be an unreliable narrator, and she could have said you're gonna look like a cow with not dressed anywhere or something. I don't know what it is. Either she's leaving things out, or the family, like you say, is
mentally touched. Yeah, for real. Like the whole family sounding need
because
medication.
The stepfather-in-law losing his good mind over it.
Something ain't adding up.
Something's missing.
Let me tell you something, man. Like, especially when you talk about the stepfather-in-law, but even beyond that, the ex-husband's biological father flipping out on him is crazy to me. Right. Because, like, first of all, so I could not imagine, if I had any children with my prior relationships, I could not imagine, okay, I'm so close to my ex that I'm going to step in and lose it and cuss out
your child,
my child, over something that his wife is doing so minuscule to this ex. Like, we ain't, no. Just
men usually don't get involved in those things, first of all.
And this is what I'm trying to say. I said this earlier. As a man, we show up, say our vows, we leave. Most of the time.
I don't like that, what you're saying, but I understand what you're saying. But you're minimizing it. Small.
I am, but I'm saying, like,
you're trying to say that you make it about the woman.
The whole thing is about the woman.
Is the woman.
The whole focus is the woman. I'm not trying to downplay it. It's just real vows and stuff like that. But typically, a man isn't in there like, yeah, I think we need to go with mint green dresses, and I don't like the eyeshadow on the bridesmaids that you picked out, and maybe we should try a darker lipstick. We don't care, bruh. We do not care. Most men, let me not say all, because most men don't care about all of that stuff. You never hear Groomzilla. Well, we just like, yo, the pictures got to be right. I need the tails on my suit. I want these being wearing the top hats. We got to have a cane. I got to have this music. I got to walk there. Although I did see a dude.
There's lots of that.
A dude coming down Instagram with a little gown thing on. I seen this dude with a train on. I'm sitting here like, what is happening here?
I saw the man with the man thing in the DV, the open back one.
He was doing a lot. He wanted to bride that thing up, even though he was marrying a woman. It was crazy. But it happened. I'm
generally speaking, is what you're saying.
Generally speaking, it's kind of like, we don't get no music. You walk out. Hey, how you doing? Shake the pastor hand, stand there, wait your turn. And it's all about the bride from the moment that they say, okay, now it's showtime. From the moment that everybody walks out, everything else becomes the bride is coming. The song is for her. The music, here comes the bride, for her. The ring bearer, the flower, everything is for her. Right. It's not nobody walks the groom down the aisle and, I present.
I get what you're saying, but
for the most part, it's not a thing. So that's why I was just kind of like, yo, yeah, you want your dresses. The other side is this has to last beyond today.
The mother, here's my problem with it. The mother could not put herself aside,
which is insane,
for the wedding, for her son's wedding, which lets me know that she has to be number one. Yeah. Which is I am not getting into a situation like that. Nope. And seeing how the family went, I believe this narrator, even though she might have left parts out. Her saying, "I still don't get it." She said that 2 or 3 times. Like, I don't fully understand what's happening. Like, why this is so big. I must have heard her for a reason. I really struck a chord somehow. I don't fully get it, but that's okay. And it's not okay, girl.
Here's the thing this is what scares me, right? Because the thing is, love, the logic of love that I believe in. Like that people gonna make smart or dumb decisions. Be like, oh, just because I love them so much, I'm gonna just be stupid right now. That happens, right? You cannot tell me, if she said they don't have a great relationship, you can't tell me something like this has not already come up in the past.
She said she doesn't really show emotion, so she just kind of. I don't think they've ever had a run-in.
Yeah, the mom, but you didn't seem like, yo, this.
She's quiet and reserved, they say, which is the scariest part of the whole thing.
Yeah. There's not enough. We have to get us a eye for incomplete. There's not enough information right. To make a judgment call on this.
You want to hear what people had to say?
That it sounds crazy, and good luck and God bless since you've already done it.
But she needs to look out.
But
keep an eye out from your husband is getting therapy and stuff.
Because of therapy, because you didn't, that one little comment, this little spat. I think this was something that was is contrived to like it was waiting on a moment. It was just brewing. Like, I'm just gonna find some reason to blow this completely out of proportion to shut this whole situation down.
Right.
But get a different dress. Like, what?
Who?
This can't.
The mom needed to have gotten another
both
dress.
of them.
No.
Like,
no. The wedding, picking up there's a whole show and many other shows called Say Yes to the Dress.
Yeah.
Picking up the dress is huge. So when she comes and she picks the dress, that's the dress, baby. Because you have to feel comfortable in dress. You have to feel beautiful in the dress. You have to feel like I can take pictures in this and last all day in this dress. This dress makes me feel like a princess. All the things, you find that dress and you say yes to it. That's why she said to the mom,
I'm just sitting here
I'm not changing the dress.
I'm sitting here thinking about, how old are these people?
Doesn't matter. The mom's 50.
So the mom's 50 and so the girl's 25 and they're wearing the same gown?
That's the mom's problem, though.
That's crazy. Mom is trying to dress too young, or you dressing too old. Like, what is happening here?
Either way, the dress is the dress.
It is.
And the mom should have respected that. And honestly, even if it was a dress and people said you're going to try and look like her 2 weeks later, it's fine. Great minds think alike. Let it go. It's in mint green.
There was definitely a way to handle this
would not have even
more maturely.
Noticed it.
Yeah.
Trust me. Yeah. Okay. Responses. Why would this even be an issue? There has to be a ton of context around the family dynamics missing, because I cannot fathom my siblings cutting me off over my mom's birthday dress. Opie either married into a completely nuts family,
indeed,
or way more was said and done on her side.
There was some other stuff said. There was some mud being slung. This was brewing, I'm telling you. And
then this person said it can be both. OP left out information and the family is nuts.
Indeed.
Someone said, I'm going with that. If anything, it'll be a great story that they both happened to pick the same dress. I agreed. If the mother-in-law's dress were white, I think it would be too bridal for a huge wedding, like birthday party.
Right.
But the dress was mint. So who seriously gives a F if they each wore the same dress?
Not a single soul.
But in different colors. So much more to worry about in our broken world.
Indeed.
Glad OP was the bigger person, because that was a whole lot of fuss over a whole lot of nothing.
It was.
I agree, and I totally agree. Unless mother-in-law and OP look alike and or have the same figure, I'm going to guess that's unlikely. The dress is going to look different enough on each of them.
It will.
I mean, have you ever been to a wedding and seen bridesmaids in all the same dress, but they're all different heights, shapes, sizes, so the dresses look different on each one of them?
It does.
In my humble opinion, at the birthday party, it would have been a funny story if anyone noticed a similarity, like, wow, you both bought the same dresses independent of the other. You must both have the same great taste.
And like I said, what I would have done after I peeped game is it would have been very easy to get, how I was talking about, some extra little beading or lace or something like that to make it shift a little bit so it doesn't look the same. Mm-hmm. And that probably wouldn't even run her too much. If you just really wanted a dress and you want to kill this problem, like, okay, listen, don't even worry about it. I got a resolution so they won't look the same.
I don't think that would have pleased that mother.
Maybe. I don't know.
It would have been extra work to not, and she wouldn't have been pleased.
The thing is, the woman wasn't going to be pleased anyway.
Correct.
Because I think that, this is just me, I feel like this was a case of nobody who marries my son is going to be good enough, and I wasn't going to be happy.
That's why I said to reconsider the marriage, because you're going to go through hell.
But that just has to be a decision that would have been made.
Having good in-laws is priceless.
Prior.
Having in-laws that you get along with is so much worth more than people realize.
That's why she chose peace instead of war.
She tried to choose peace, but she didn't.
It was too late after she chose war. She chose
that
war,
mother-in-law
and then
was
like,
I am going to make you pay forever.
She chose war, and then she tried to raise the white flag later on, and it was too late.
Yep.
So the nukes, the bombs are flying, and it is too late.
Rough.
Anyway, that's enough for today.
Mm-hmm.
I do hope that you have great in-laws.
If you have them.
If you have them. Make smart decisions. The thing is, make a good choice from the beginning. If you start seeing signs, and this is not always the case, because nobody should be expected to choose you over their family on day one. That's craziness. I just met you. No. But after you into it for a little while, and y'all done got the fiance level and stuff, and we finna get married, and you're gonna have to start making some decisions. And sometimes those decisions is gonna be uncomfortable for your family, because your new family is being formed.
Right.
That being said, you got to keep a watchful eye, because what your significant other chooses to do in that moment is kind of setting the tone for the way things are going to be for the duration of your life.
Mm-hmm.
It's scary in each of these scenarios, because the entitlement is scary. The audacity is scary.
Yeah.
You have to make choices, and it could have went either way. Of course, you may completely disagree with me. Reddit often does. You won't be the first if you disagree with me, because Reddit just don't like. out of what is it, 31 episodes, it's 32, I think. Then we on.
No, a lot of times Reddit agrees with you.
Reddit agreed with me like maybe 5 times.
No, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous and untrue
I'll be
statement.
saying.
Usually when you have an opinion that's against mine, it's Reddit sides with me.
Right, Reddit. You are a Redditor. I am not.
No,
you didn't join the Reddit family.
I wouldn't call myself a Redditor. I read the Reddit stories, but I wouldn't call myself a Redditor. Something that you said, and I'm gonna wrap it up for sure. That you said with the did you say the egregiousness or something?
Audacity.
The audacity is scary, and that's the part where you sometimes question yourself, because within that family, those there are norms in there, and this is normal for them, and they're looking at you like
you're outside coming in ruffling feathers.
This is what it is. Like this is how we interact. This is how it's always been. This is how it's always going to be. So when you come in and you're like, this is weird and not normal, and you come in changing the way that the river is running, trying to swim against the current, that's when you should realize.
How dare you change the way this river
This is how the river flows. You go with the flow or you get out. So that's when it's every family has their thing. They have their stories and their the way that they do things that a new person always kind of changes. It's going to change, but you're going to have to decide. That's why that's why I like Reddit sometimes, not all the time, because sometimes it's awful, but when the person comes in and I'm like, hey guys, here's the story, lays it out, and people are like, you're not overreacting. This is crazy. That story like that, unless there's, like they said, there's missing things, lets you know that there's some toxic things going on in that family, and you need to watch out for yourself, because I don't know how long that marriage is going to last, unless the husband realizes how unhealthy everything is and makes a break for it.
If he don't, the thing is, the family don't sound like they coming around, so all he got is his wife. It might last a very long time if he comes to grips with that.
If he's okay with that, because
the thing is, if he divorces her, is his family gonna come back around and be like, yeah, you left her alone,
she
and she
drove you crazy. They might.
They might.
What's the stance? What are they proving at this point?
I don't know, because the whole thing is over and the woman returned the dress, and it's like, what is happening here? You said you made the right decision, but you still not speaking to me. It's insane.
She said you did the right thing, but he didn't. He did nothing. I'm not even sure what she meant by that. By returning the dress, she did the right thing?
I guess so. I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway,
Anyways.
Don't be them.
Yeah.
Be smart.
Be a good person.
Just be a decent person. That being said, folks, please have a good day, good evening, good night, good morning, whatever it is, whenever it is you're watching this. Please remember to like, comment, tell Auntie Stacy that I'm not crazy for saying that people care about their wedding photos a whole lot.
Comment about that and let
Comment
me know
about that.
I'm being a normal person.
Because goodbye.
Bye.